No, sir. I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, I just can't afford it.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yes, sweetheart, I have a rare condition which requires me to drink one of those every 15 minutes, please.
Yeah, well, give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick.
I'm sorry, Bruce. These boys get that syrup in them. They get a little antsy and they're pantsy. You just can't keep them under control.
Cheers and welcome back to Reels, Booze, and Bros, aka RB2. That's me, your host Jay, co-host Brian here, and our superfan Kev. Ladies and gentlemen, Season 3 has arrived. January 2022. We had a great 2021. Lots of fantastic movies. We ended with Bad Santa. I'm on my fucking lunch break, if you guys can recall that. So first, how we doing, guys? Happy New Year. It's been a while since we got together. It's pretty much the end of January, but you know,
it's not the end of January. Let's go.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas,
Merry
Festivus.
Merry Festivus.
Merry New Year.
Yeah.
Beef jerky time.
So, how's everyone doing? Doing well? Doing great? What do you think, huh?
Yeah, we're loving it.
Loving it?
Good times. You ready to get fucked by the long dick of the law?
I want to save that for me since I'm, very close, but thank you. So, Brian got a new job. You're quitting soon, too. It's great. Lots of stuff progressing.
A lot happened in this time frame that we're out.
Excuse me. Nick couldn't join us again. Busy as always. Shane, shout out to you. Got some other super fans who want to join us, as in Scott wants to join us, I believe, right?
Scott's in for a few movies.
I'm in for a good few movies coming over here. Hopefully make the trip over to my my residence. As you can see, the studio has now changed. We added a couch. You can see in the background over here, you see the TV over here, we added a couch. Our sign from a great super fan, Jay Weezy, gave it to us. That's nice.
Look at those Vanna White hands.
Thank you. You can see the elephant in the background. It's my children. There's my Avengers blanket that they stole from me. Some other stuff. So the studio is growing. So it looks very, very nice. And so this podcast, Superbad. If you couldn't tell by the line, McLovin. Yes, fake ID. What are you, Seal?
Irish R&B singer?
Well, you're an organ donor, so that's good.
So, for the beer, we decided to do a little, like how old school. Remember we were in high school, we decided to drink a...
old school was college.
Old school was college, and this is high school, so we were able to grab whatever high school beers we had, which as you can see was Coors Light and Miller Lite, which I'll definitely be changing shortly. Brian got the... Jesus Christ, look at this. Right here.
Big Daddy.
Lay it down, the Big Daddy Natty Ice. Brian was a true gangster.
25 ounce.
Chicka gangster. Brian right here with 20 with the fucking 40 hands.
$1.69, man. Can't beat it.
Can't beat it. So that's what we got. But we're gonna upgrade to some other actual real beers.
Well, when I was in Indiana with Shane, they were like 3 of these for like $3, man.
Killing on a party down there. So
goddamn right they did.
Natty Ice.
It's cold in the winter. You gotta stay warm. So
that's their liquid gold out there.
That's the cost of living.
Okay, so that was the booze, and I said Superbad's the movie going on. So let's get to it. All right, background on the movie. So Superbad is a 2007 American coming-of-age teen buddy comedy film. Excuse me, directed by Greg. We're getting right into it. Not skipping a beat. Greg Mottal and produced by Judd Apatow. The film stars Jonah Hill and Michael Cera as Seth and Evan, 2 teenagers about to graduate from high school. Before graduating, the boys want to party and lose their virginity, but their plan proves harder than expected. So it's written by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. The script began development around 13 years, and when they're 13 years old, and was loosely based on their experiences in grade 12 at Point Grey Secondary School in Vancouver during the 90s. The main characters have the same given name as the 2 writers. Rogen was also initially intended to play Seth. So BTS, I won't go into there, blah, 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 blah. All right, upon release, the film received positive reviews, with critics praising the dialogue.
Well, it is fucking hysterical.
Yes. And the chemistry between the 2 leads. The film also proved financially successful, grossing over $170 million on a $17.5 to $20 million budget. Since the... It's interesting. Since the film's release, it has garnered acclaim as one of the best comedies of the 2000s and as one of the best high school movies of all time. Yes, yes, and yes. I agree with all those statements. So, with those statements, let's see. The Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score. So Rotten Tomatoes, 88% on the tomato meter, 87% on the audience score. IMDb gave it a 7.6 out of 10. Metacritic, see the Metascore, 76 out of 100. User score, 8.0 out of 10. Now, that's what we got for there. Let's go for our reviews. Who would like to go first? Brian, go right ahead.
Well, I just got to say, I would agree with, the scores that you got, like an 8.7, 8.8. I'll probably give this around, I give it a 9. It's a solid comedy. I forgot, some of the stuff because I haven't seen this in so long. It's not like it's on cable all the time, so it's like you had to, actually, go out and look for it. But, man, this movie's fucking funny. It's just, like you said, Seth and Evan, their chemistry together is phenomenal, and just Michael Cera, I think he's just his just cool demeanor, he's so calm the whole entire time, and it's just I just find it hysterical. I laugh every time.
Jonah Hill and Michael Cera, the complete opposites.
Yes.
Jonah Hill's so loud and rambunctious going on. Here's an $80 bill.
Why, thank you, sir.
You have a good day.
And then there's Michael Cera, one of the beginning lines where it's I'm so jealous, got to suck on those titties, and then Michael Cera's and you get to suck on your dad's dick. So it's so monotone and low. It's just that just sets, as again, the beginning, sets the tone of how the two are gonna interact with each other. Complete opposites of what
you could easily buy the fact that they're best friends. And it seems like it's not a forced thing on here. So I think that's what makes this movie so great, and it's so relatable. When this movie came out, I was out of high school, already 7 years, but still Seth Rogen and I guess Evan Goldberg are the same age as all of us, so it's they're very relatable on what the stuff they do. So I guess that's why we find their comedy so great, because they're the same age and they have the same sort of mentality that we do.
Yes.
So it just, some of the stuff you just think about, trying to score booze on a Friday night for a party, we're trying to hang out with the hot girl, or whatever sort of things. It's just very relatable, and it's such a high school movie, but it's just really, really well done. So
yeah, we had our McLovin for getting us booze was Shane. Because he didn't need a fake ID. So he was the one that got our booze, because we were the ones still in high school while we were working at a local grocery store that shall not be named.
Right, statute of limitations has to have passed by now, right?
Yes, it has. It's only 5 years of statute of limitations for some of the shit we did.
And then some.
then there's 7, but if it's murder, it's there's no time limit. But we never did any of that, so which is pretty good.
As far as anyone knows.
Never found the body. All right, Kevin, go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, I would say this is around an 8.5 to a 9. The only thing I would say that doesn't work for this movie, and I understand what it's doing, the last 20 minutes, the one-liners and all the comedy, it's not necessarily gone, but it's not anywhere near as strong as it was at the start.
Yeah.
It's still, but I understand what they're kind of doing. They're working against the whole, they were just trying to get laid the entire time, because they meet them at the mall later on, and everything just kind of works out. But it's very dialogue heavy. It's absolutely hilarious. I wish I could see what the uncensored version was, or the unrated version was, I guess. I saw it was I'm not spending money on Prime after I got laughed at the last time I bought a movie by accident. So, but I remember seeing it when it first came out. It's in that line of those coming of age high school senior year comedy movies.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it. The only one I can really remember that had the same impact of this one before this, at least for our lifetime, was probably American Pie in high school.
Yeah.
I think that came out my senior year, or maybe the first year after senior year of high school.
I know I was a junior.
But this is, and that, at the time, American Pie was considered the raunchiest teen comedy because of the kid fucking the pie, basically.
Yeah, I have to agree.
And then this one is just
raunchy.
Even much further over the top, so you can see where everything is basically going. So,
going to high school comedies, and it was the same time frame, but I feel it wasn't as popular in movie theaters, but I feel it was very popular amongst us, and
you say Project X.
No.
That's later anyway.
No. In the 90s was Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think that one was... I think that was really well done.
More of the rom-coms kind of thing going on.
I'm blanking on her name. It's not Jennifer...
It's Jennifer Love
Hewitt.
Yeah,
Jennifer Hewitt.
All right.
That was great. The 10 Things I Hate About You was one other one. Wasn't it? That was a rom-com.
Yeah, it was always there's other ones. There's She's All That. Before that, it's not really... I don't know. The Clueless is still a high school movie, but it's not like the comedy the way that these movies are comedy.
Yeah.
Because that one wasn't really sex driven or anything like
they
that.
were all PG-13.
American Pie and this are basically sex
they're rated.
driven.
Well,
Yeah, hands
Can't
down,
Hardly,
they're
Can't
rated
Hardly
R.
Wait is sex driven too.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but
Special K.
Yeah, but there's rated R into PG-13, and
Yeah.
those movies are PG-13. This is hands down rated R of everything.
Just the rose. Did you do this, sir?
Yeah.
No.
So I have to agree with
Someone
both
should
you
clean
guys.
this up.
I love this movie. I was in tears again rewatching it. I forgot a lot of the funny scenes. I agree with you, Brian. The banter between the two leads, hysterical. And American Pie, exactly, Kev. It was very raunchy for the time of us going. We came again. All right, so the giggles in the background. We got the movie on in the background as always. So we get highly distracted because we love having it on back there in the background. Hopefully you guys join us watching it as we're watching it now. We're up into where Fogel, or AKA McLovin, is trying to get the booze, and he dropped all the beer out like a 6-pack and just fell out of there. So
Michael Cera's got his $6 bottle of lube.
yeah,
You're gonna give me $6 because I'm not walking over there to pick that up. It exploded.
yeah. All right, so that was my thoughts on the movie. 11 out of 10. That's my score. I rate everything different because if you're gonna make me laugh this goddamn hard, I'll fucking laugh my ass off. So, all right, now let's move on. Favorite scenes, Kev. What you got for favorite scenes?
All right, so the first, I know that we talk about in a lot of these comedies and other movies, there's like character introduction. I didn't really think a lot of it, aside from the dialogue, is really funny, but nothing really stood out as interesting. So the first scene that I have is actually the home ec scene.
Yes.
The speech that Jonah Hill, that Seth's character gives about how, I'm not saying it's like, everyone knows this is a bullshit class, and I'm sorry. It's like, I'm not trying to demean your profession.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you can work. It's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I'll give home ec a shot.
Yeah. You partner up with Jules.
Yeah. They show Evan and the other kid sitting there having like the greatest time. He's like, when am I gonna have to make tiramisu? Am I gonna be a chef?
And they put the fucking flour kitty cat.
And even after that, the whole time afterwards, then Seth is sitting there and he's got like the eggs and the ladle. He's sitting there with the so just fantastic. She said they're on, like, at some point someone has to realize he's on all fours, pantomiming, licking Jules' ass, but whatever.
He was a pioneer.
That's the first time when you're watching it, like, at least for me, that's the first scene that like stands out. Like a lot of stuff that happens before then, when they first pick him up in the morning, they have the phone call about the different porn sites.
Yes,
it's funny because of the dialogue, but the scene,
the voyage, stuff like that.
I think it's a good introduction to meet the characters, though. Like you got
one loud guy and one guy who's there. It's like, why not
And you can see, even though that Seth is obviously the loudest one, he's just basically like, you can tell that they respect, they like each other, they're best friends. You can tell, even though they're so different, like Brian said. So, but the home ec scene is the first thing that I actually thought was really funny. Plus, it's the first time you see Emma Stone, so good for her.
Yes, wow, beautiful.
But the next scene I'm going was actually just on the entire dick drawing montage.
Are you like
their foot?
Are you reading my screen? Because I fucking love that.
I was possessed by some sort of dick devil.
I love the fuck. I'm sorry.
And then even just looking at it, and you see it at the end. It's in the end credits, just all the different drawings. Like how much they did with all these different ones. The one that's like the girl from the Wendy's commercials or whatever it is. Do you want to snack on my box?
Are you fucking reading my mind?
They have there's the Mr. T one.
Oh my god, the Mr. T. There's the one where they have the Iwo Jima with the fucking the flag down.
Yeah.
I fucking love.
I just love how he describes.
You could do a whole master's dissertation on just all of those pictures.
I love how he describes it as like some Dick Treasure Trust. It's lunchbox over here.
He starts eating the paper with all the dicks. Like he's gonna hide it.
It's like something like 8% of kids do it. It's not a really big deal.
8%.
That number might be a little bit skewed. I don't think it's 8%. Probably a little bit lower than that.
I couldn't like when he's describing it, when he's saying it, and he's just like, I couldn't put pen to paper without drawing a dick. I don't know what it was.
So I'm in the middle of this veiny motherfucker. I'm gonna cut you over because
your dick hit her foot.
I'd have to say, when I was deployed, for some reason in every fucking porta-john that was either in Iraq or in Kuwait, anywhere in the Middle East, there was always some dude drawing fucking dicks in every fucking goddamn porta-john, and it was hysterical. I thought all this. of this movie when I saw it. Like they had like the cockosaurus, as you call it. They had one guy who drew like from the bottom, like we first walk in, around the entire fucking door thing, and then it's just like square. These were, I said, as
It's like the Sistine Chapel of Dick.
yeah, it was hysterical.
impressive.
Oh my god, to have that kind of time and the veins and everything.
That time.
So I'm pretty sure this guy was like the he
was dedicated.
the Seth of it. So
He was probably had a Be Nasty Log Brew, and he was there for a while.
probably
Porta potty in the middle of the desert. Good God.
just fuck yeah. So
Just
now.
think about that. Like,
So we left Afghanistan and the Taliban's there going. They're looking in these porta johns. They're like, there's dicks everywhere. Is
this what they think of us?
And that's what the American culture we have brought to you.
All right, Kev, go on.
I'll just do a couple more because I'm feeling bad. I'm going to steal. I mean, there's a lot of great scenes. So I'm sure you guys will have other ones also. The next one I'm going to do is also just on the whole scene where Seth is imagining how he's going to steal or get the liquor from the liquor store.
You're fucking reading my. Stop reading my book. Stop reading my mind.
So when he first goes up, he's like, well, you can tell it's all this. He's like, what if I just walk up there with all this? He's like, how old are you, 22? Yes, you are. That'll be $80. Oh, you have an $80 bill? Looks good to me. Then he imagines helping the old lady who has one of the best lines. It's like, hey, enjoy your remaining years. I will. Enjoy fucking jewels. I will.
Enjoy fucking Jules! The way she's like, do you want me to buy you a go? That would be lovely.
And then it ends with the very depressing fight with the security guard, who slashes his throat with the bottle.
I love when he sees him. He's like, I hope Piggy could run. But when you first see Seth at gym class, that fucking guy can't run.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good.
Oh, he picks the pace later on. I think he ran the most in this movie, actually.
Oh yeah, he definitely did.
All right, what you got?
So I'll just do one more and that's it. So the next scene I'm going to do is the scene that's now going. So everyone has to have this scene, so I don't feel bad about stealing it from Jay. So the actual fake ID in the store, and really it picks up as soon as McLovin or Fogel, whatever you want to call him, as soon as he gets punched in the face and the cops show up.
Yes.
It's like, so who did he look like? He looked like you. He was like, oh, he was Jewish.
Oh, he's Jewish. So and
Wow, it's like they're usually docile. So you said he was an American Jew wearing a hoodie or whatever it was?
African American.
Oh, African Jew.
African Jew.
No, that's not what I feel like. Is there another car coming? So those are the scenes that I have. So, and I even think like there's other scenes that happen later on, but I think the way this movie starts, and that's probably the one thing I would say about the movie why I said I don't like it as much as other films. Still great, I love it. But I definitely feel like this movie is very like heavy at the beginning with how funny it is, and slowly isn't as. It still has some moments here and there, but it's not as funny as it continues. So I definitely love the first half of this movie more than the second half.
So I feel like this is part of like I know he didn't direct it, but this is like Judd Apatow's thing, like
for it to be more serious later on too.
Yes, the beginning like half or 3/4 of the movie is fucking like comedy gold, and then all of a sudden it starts to turn a little bit and gets that serious thing. Same thing he does with like 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up.
He did Pineapple Express too, right?
I don't think he was.
I just know Seth Rogen is in it. So
yeah, I don't think.
But he didn't do that.
No, he produced.
He
it,
may have probably produced it, but like
with all those guys produced it.
But that one, and then it's not serious. It becomes like an action film at the end, basically with the robbery scene.
Like he does. I know he was like a producer. Like all that stuff. Like it's like the first like 3/4 of the movie. It's just hysterical, and then all of a sudden it turns and it gets serious, and you're like, oh, okay. And it, like it usually works itself out, but it's just like, I liked where we were going with this whole comedy thing, and it just like. Now it's a little much, but
well, you can like you can break it down to like it's like two different movies, and it's like in one. Like there's the relationship you have with Seth and Evan. Then there's a relationship you have with McLovin and the fucking cops. And then at the end it comes together with all of them.
You shouldn't block your cock. You should be guiding your cock.
Yeah. So fucking Christ. So there's that. I think, and then it comes, and then at the end the entire party where they all come together and they all meet. So. That's all right. I see for that. So Brian, what you got for your favorite scenes that's going on?
Well, the ones you guys said already were.
Oh, I just say.
Well, I know, but I mean,
I said scenes, and apparently I'm a bad person. So
no, we're all. I mean, like
we were reader, ESPN.
We were all in agreement on those scenes because everyone was gonna have that. I do like what, and if I mean, no one could see what we're, what it's up to right now, but the party that they're going to, the party before the party,
the adult party, the adult party.
$7? How old are you? 6? Yeah, what are you? 6 years old?
I love like there's there's two parts in that, like, because that party itself is like a long, was like 15 minutes, so you can't
It's
really,
probably longer than that.
Yeah,
you
probably-
can't just
I'd
call
say
it
20
like
minutes.
one scene. So like I'll break it into two scenes. The one when Evan's dancing on the
right.
floor, and then the guys all of a sudden see him. And
Oh
they're
no,
like-
Seth. Yeah.
Seth's dancing on the floor, and he's just like trying to steal the booze, and the girls just starts dancing with him, and he's like finally just fucking goes into it, and his facial expressions as he's dancing are hysterical. He's just like
Yeah. He goes from like awkward to like fucking I like defeated and let's
and
do this.
then all of a sudden when he comes out and the guy's sitting on a couch, are like, "What's that shit on your leg?" What? He's like, "Bro, what is that?" And he's like, "Why would there be blood?"
It took a while for him to understand
I'm
what
not
was going on.
bleeding.
I'm not bleeding. What are you talking about?
Someone peed on my leg.
He's like, call Rob over here. We gotta fuck it.
Yeah. But it was funny. It's also funny because to show the times of it, they're like, "Let me take a picture of it on my cell phone." And at the time, we all know like that was like the fucking
flip
coolest
phone,
thing. That
son.
was like, "Oh shit, you can take pictures already on your phone." Like
Yeah.
so that was like.
I wonder what the quality looked like on
Yeah,
that.
it probably looked like shit, but you know, whatever.
like 8 megapixels.
So that part was good, and then I love when Evan has to sing.
These eyes.
He flew all the way in from Scottsdale, Arizona, and you're not
You're not gonna sing for him? Come on, you're Jimmy. You're Jimmy. And the guy's doing blow over in the corner. He's like, yeah. Fucking love it.
And they all start getting into it too. Like, doo, doo, doo.
It was so funny because they're just like kind of grooving with them, and they're like, yeah. But I love that part.
I see what I want.
And then I was gonna say I maybe have like one more scene. Like it's not like big, but I just love when it's about to happen when they go to the bar with Officer Slater and McLovin and he stops the old guy. They're like, "Nice, McLovin, way to take him down." And he just literally just falls, and the old man falls.
The homeless drunk guy in the fucking in the bar.
But yeah, that scene itself, and then he's like explaining, they're like showing they're showing the video of him getting knocked out, and the bartender's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, when someone thing says you could take a punch, McLovin.
I was gonna say, it's like, don't you guys want to hold on to that for evidence? He's like, evidence of what? Evidence you can take a punch.
Hey, ladies,
Nah, we're not
want to see this? And like, no.
We're not gonna find him. You want us to find one man? Come on.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
So,
So I would say that's it for my scenes. You know, I'm sure we could probably add in there, but like I said, so many scenes are like long. I like the little snippets. You know what? I'll throw another one in there. It was when they're at school and Evan's talking to Becca, and he just ends up punching her in the tip, not by accident.
yeah, the awkwardness, like,
And
good
it was-
job. It's like, I got you.
And then he's like, "Bye." Sorry.
That's your pen.
Sorry.
It's your pen now. Now, if you need another pen, you won't need another one because you have that one.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, so I'd have to agree. So scenes were tough in this because I felt like there was like, I guess, micro scenes, like small little interactions between, like the fact that the home ec class. And I really loved it. Just like I said, the painted like flower. The entire home ec class is my favorite, one of my favorite scenes, and just the Miroki having the painted flower on his face with kitty cat. Then the and then Kevin said the 3-way as the shop, right? 3 scenes there at the shopping center. We're trying to get the booze. And I love the old drunk on the bus. Where he's like, "Hey,
McMuffin!
and like, you know, that quick little thing. It's great because I dealt with people like him before. I also love the Seth and Evan confessing their drunk love for each other at the end, and then in sleeping bags at Seth's Evan's house. So I love that part. Simple things like where he's explaining the fucking like lube, like he's like, "Oh, I got a condom. You brought a fucking condom?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you got lube and stuff." Oh, for my, he's like, "What?" It's like they're not like 80-year-old women. They're fucking. They're not.
They're good
dry.
to go.
Yeah. So like that quick little fucking scene right back there. back and forth.
Even just thinking about like all the small scenes, like even every time it's the cops with Fogel, like they're never really all that long. They're just like talking to him, just bullshitting with him.
Yeah.
Like they're all like really small scenes. Like there was just one with the cop car before where they're just talking and they just move to whatever Evan and Seth are doing. So
Yeah, just BS.
it's hard to pick like a small scene, but the cops are great the whole time. So
Yes, pretty much whenever they were in there, they were pretty goddamn funny. And then I said, as Kev said before, I thought I was the only one that decided to stay and wait for the credits because the Marvel movies fucking trained me to see what's going to happen. So that's all I do now when we rewatch the movies. I ain't like hidden stuff. All the fucking drawing of the dick pictures at there. I'm laughing my ass off, which is fantastic. So, all right, moving on. Favorite quotes. What we got here for favorite quotes? Kev, what you got?
well, as usual, I have a lot, so I don't want to step on anyone's toes again.
Just keep going. Dude, this movie is without a doubt nonstop quotes because the lines are coming out of everyone's mouth are just fucking, especially Seth. He had probably
Seth. I'm pretty sure if I went here and checked all the characters, Seth probably has the majority of the quotes that I have. So even the first one. Oh no, the first one is a Seth quote when they're actually talking about what porn they're going to subscribe to.
Yeah.
And Evan is like, I want a little bit of a little bit of production quality, some background, some dialogue. And Seth's just like, I'm sorry, Evan, the Coen brothers don't direct the porn I watch. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. So there's that. And then right afterwards, Brian already mentioned this before. He's like, I am truly jealous. You got to suck on those tits when you were a baby. And yeah, well, at least you got to suck on your dad's dick. So one of my favorite quotes is definitely the long speech from the home ec class from Seth.
Oh, yeah.
So I have it here. So after she tells him again that he's by himself because, she didn't invent odd numbers. So he just goes, I'm over here in my unit, isolated and alone, eating my terrible tasting food, and I have to look over at that. He's like, that looks like the most fun I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's bullshit. Excuse my language. I'm just saying that I wash and dry. I'm like a single mother here. Look, we all know home ec is a joke, no offense. It's just that everyone takes this class to get an A, and it's bullshit. And I'm sorry, I'm not putting down your profession. But that's just the way I feel. I don't want to sit here all by myself, cooking this shitty food, no offense. And I just think that I don't need to cook tiramisu. Am I going to be a chef? No. There's 3 weeks left of school. Give me a fucking break. Sorry for cursing. And then right afterwards, when she pairs him up with Jules, and he's just like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I'll give home ec a shot. Yeah.
I have to say, I use that line where I'm washing and drying. I'm a single parent here all the time with my wife at the dishes. If I'm doing the dishes at night, she never gets it.
Said also right afterwards when Seth first meets with Jules, when she asks him for the liquor, when she says, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours. Well, Jules, funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
It's on my
good
cock.
time. And then just plays it off like nothing happened immediately afterwards. Yeah. So, what did you guys want for beer? What's got? For small scenes, like you said, there's so many small things that happen here and there. When Seth runs onto the field while Evan's playing soccer, and they're fucking yelling him to get off the field. But then, as the one kid complains about the fact that they don't have, that they're losing. He's like, it's fucking soccer. Who cares? It's like, Greg, why don't you go piss your pants again? That was 8 years ago, you asshole. People don't forget. And it's just instant. They've obviously been saying that for a while. So he says 8 years ago. People don't forget. Just right back to what he was saying afterwards. So it's a small, stupid joke. Again, it's another Seth line when Fogel gets off the bus wearing the vest. It's like, it's a fucking vest, dumbass. I'm trying to look older. You look like Pinocchio.
Why is every clothing that McLovin's wearing is like 3 sizes bigger than it should be?
Yeah, it's funny that he says that, and Seth is wearing Evan's dad's clothes. It's that like weird, like cowboy, whatever vested shirt.
What did they call him when he got at the when they saw? This is
Aladdin.
No, he called McLovin Aladdin, but when Seth was wearing it, he was wearing. He's like.
The only thing I remember is he makes fun. He's like, "Did you shop at Baby Gap?"
Yeah, no, it's at the party. He's like, "Oh, there he is, Johnny Cash."
Oh, yeah. I mentioned it before when he's in the store with the old woman. When he looks at her, he goes, "Enjoy your remaining years." I will. Enjoy fucking Jules. I will.
I will.
So in the liquor store during the robbery, when they're describing the cops again, he was American like you. He looked just like you. Oh, he was Jewish. All right, odd kind for a Jew, usually pretty docile. All right, so we have an African Jew wearing a hoodie. So I have that. Later on in the movie with the 2 cops, what's it like to have guns? It's like having 2 cocks if one of your cocks could kill someone. For some reason, it kills me. I know. I'm pretty sure it was in the commercials for the movie. Seth Rogen. He's a freak. He's the fastest kid alive.
Yeah.
I think Ben Overhoff.
I'm just gonna shoot, scare him out.
And then just two more. So when Evan's finally in bed with Becca, and she goes, "I'm so wet," he goes, "Oh yeah, well, they said that would happen in health class." It's like, you have such a smooth cock. You would too if you were a man. Your chest is very smooth. And then last thing from the cops, it's like, "I assume you all have guns and crack. Prepare to be fucked by the long dick of the law." And then for whatever reason, the last thing one of the cops does when he knocks the kid out with the nightstick, just looks at him and goes, "Nice mullet, asshole." That's all I got. I know there's a lot of other things, but I don't want to hog all the great quotes. So
That's not a problem. Brian, what you got for us going on?
All right, so there's like my first one. Like I pretty much had all those, but my first one was a long one because it's the whole interaction between Seth, Evan, and Fogel getting the fake ID. And like
one name. Are you Seal?
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. Go with it.
Yeah. So it's basically like well, let me see where I'll start it off at. He's like, all right. It's like, Evan, Hawaii. All right, that's good. That's hard to trace.
Right now.
I guess. Wait, you changed your name to McLovin?
He's good.
He's like, yeah.
Whatever you want.
McLovin? What kind of stupid name is that, Fogel? What are you, trying to be an Irish R&B singer? No, they let you pick any name you want when you get that name. And you landed on McLovin? Yeah, it was between that or Muhammad. Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person? Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for once. He's like, Fogel, have you actually ever met anyone named Muhammad? And have you actually ever met anyone named McLovin? No, that's why you picked a dumb fucking name. Fuck you. Give me that. All right. You look like a future pedophile in this picture, number one. Number two, it doesn't even have a first name. It just says McLovin. What? One name? One name? Who are you, Seal? Forget this. He's like, Fogel, this ID says that you're 25 years old. Why wouldn't you just put 21, man? Seth. Listen up, ass face. Every day, hundreds of kids go to the liquor store with their fake IDs, and every single one says they're 21. Shh. How many 21-year-olds do you think are in this town? It's called fucking strategy, all right? Stay calm, okay? Let's not lose our heads. It's a fine ID. It's gonna work. It's passable, okay? This isn't terrible. I mean, it's up to you, Fogel. This is the guy is either gonna think, here's another kid with a fake ID, or here's McLovin, a 25-year-old Hawaiian organ donor, okay? So what's it gonna be? I am McLovin. No, you're not. No one's McLovin. McLovin's never existed because that's a made-up, dumb fucking name. Fairy tale name. You fuck.
It's amazing how fucking pissed he gets the whole time, too. How that's
Oh, my God. Like, he's just, like, so angry. Like, but it's so perfect, though.
I feel like the three of us should do that. Just reread everything. We each grab a person and just do it. And go with our names there. I think it should be the next one. The next big one we should just get going on.
I like, another one was like, when Seth is talking to Evan, he's like, you know when you hear girls say, "Ah, man, I was so shit-faced last night, I should have fucked that guy." We could be that mistake. We could be that mistake.
Oh, there's that punch. Yeah. Rewind it. Yeah. Oh.
The bartender's reaction's great.
Bartender's laughing his fucking good guffaw going on over there.
What else is there?
When we did scenes, we didn't even mention this one also when he talks about his ex-wife. She was a whore. Yeah, picked her up.
Yeah, in a bar. It was this
We had
bar.
group sex on my wedding night. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. It was like, he's pointing me. I was there. His partner is like, yeah, I was there.
We don't have to do the whole dick treasure chest drawing thing because that's another drawn out scene. Like, but I mean that whole.
You know what kind of foods are dick shaped? Best kind.
The best kind. Oh, another good one from Seth. Nobody's gotten a hand job in cargo shorts since Nam.
Why don't you just wear what you wore to school? I forgot to fucking.
Or you don't want girls to think you suck dick at fucking pussy. Another Seth one. It's like, I want to be the Iron Chef of Pound and Vaj.
Pound and Vaj. So fucking God.
Or when they're when they're trying on clothes at the mall. It's like it's like a 3 thing. It's like ball, dick, ball. He's like, yeah, it's like a division sign.
I see that. Yeah, it's the male camel toe. It's right there. You feel it? Bounded Vaj. So fucking stupid. What else we got going on?
Yeah. I think that's it for now that I could think of. You know,
they'll be coming across. So we'll throw them like fucking out. Like, all right. So let me see what we got for my stuff. That's as always, I agree with everything. Or, oh God, let me see. Long day for the law. I love them. So at this bar scene, they're going right here. Oh, just at the line. So Officer Mike goes, "Yeah, McLovin, how's it going with the ladies?" It's not the going I'm worried about, but the coming. It's like, God damn it! It's fucking good. And then we're on the way to the party with Seth and Evan in the fucking back, and it's like, hey. And you got that fucking guy. He's like, so you guys on MySpace? What a fucking throwback. You guys on MySpace?
MySpace was big.
Just throw it out there. I have a warrant out for a totally non-violent crime.
Non-violent crime. It's totally cool. And then, like, literally after that scene, so actually before that happened, where they went on Fogel, they're out there talking, and it's like about the I don't remember what her name was, but she's out there walking her dog, and so like Evan's like, it's just about how she got her breast reduction, and
it's like slapping God.
It's like slapping God in the face. He's like, it's not just making them smaller; they completely reshape them. They make them more supple, symmetrical. I gotta catch a glimpse of these warlocks. Let's make a move. These warlocks. I forgot. I used that like the other week. I mean, the guy like, oh, check out these warlocks. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where do I remember that quote from? I'm like, oh, here we go. So. And then the homeless guy on the fucking bus. Hey, it's you, Mary McMuffin. I'm like, man,
I'm gonna get your booze.
Yeah. your copper friends ain't here to back you up. So I fucking love that guy.
So I got 2 more from Seth.
Hell yeah,
when he's talking to Evan on the soccer field, and he was like, "She wants my dick." In or around her mouth.
He just like they said, hey, why don't you come to the party? The elaborate scene of like, I just talked to Jules and she wants my dick. She told me. I heard it.
And then he's like, Mama's making a pubic salad and she wants some.
I'm choking.
She wants some of Seth's own dressing.
We're fucking taking a break. We'll be back. Shit.
Here we go. The singing.
Evan, thank you for bringing that lube for my pussy. I never would have been able to handle your 4-inch dick inside my pussy without that gigantic bottle of lube. All right, Reels, Booze, and Bros, aka RB2, we are back after that. Composure is somewhat here. I don't know. I lost it. Fucking Christ. Fucking pubes out. Fucking good. Oh my God. I don't even know where we last left off. Some quotes, everything going on. And we got any more quotes? Any more favorite scenes?
One more.
Hell yeah.
One more quote
also,
was just like,
all right, go ahead, bro.
This planet's been fucked since Jump Street.
Right. All right, Kev, what you got for us?
So I have in the cop car when they're driving around with Fogel, when they're talking about semen everywhere, basically.
I can attest
Like,
for this.
So this job's not really like shows like CSI make it out to be. When I first joined the force, I assumed there was semen on everything, and there was some huge semen database that had every bad guy's semen in it. There isn't. It doesn't exist. I often go to sleep and dream of waking up in a world where everything is covered in semen. Who doesn't? It'd be nice. Like that crime scene today. If that man had ejaculated and then punched you in the face, we'd have a real good shot at catching him. But no, just a punch in the face, no semen. Story of my life.
I honestly would make things easier. Just gonna throw it out there. Okay, so let's move on. So in the second half of this podcast, let's what are we gonna do now? All right, movie awards. Best quote, McLovin. Whenever I think of this movie, I think of McLovin. I don't know if that's actually quotable, but fuck, I don't know. All right, we guys got something different there. That's what I got from it. When you think of Superbad, what do you think? What's the quote that comes to mind?
Jeez.
If I'm doing a quote that like comes to mind, it's Seth's "People don't forget." But if I'm doing the funniest thing, for me, it's a lot of what the cops say, but it's definitely 100%. I assume you all have guns and crack.
Yeah, you're about to get...
Prepare to get fucked by the long dick of the law.
I'm for sure, yeah, that one's probably more appropriate for me. Fucked by the long dick of the law. I've heard that numerous times.
There's so many like funny quotes throughout the movie. Like you can basically pick anything here.
Yes.
I like the first few that like pop into my head are always like chicka, yeah. Then there's the fuck, I just had it and I just drew a blank now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you got to come back to me because it was a Seth quote. Obviously, most of the stuff are Seth quotes here.
Yes.
But
yeah, I said, yeah, a lot of stuff I use in fucking daily life where it's like, I tell my wife about the wash. I'm like a single parent over here, just washing and drying the same thing. Also, side note, Seth got hit by 3 cars, I believe, in this. He got injured the most. 2 cars and a baseball bat to the fucking back.
Right
So
to the heart.
yeah, so his
Doesn't he? I was like, what the fuck?
that old man has great fucking aim, chucking a baseball
you know
bat.
how hard it is to throw a baseball bat?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Not far. He threw across the yard, man.
Yeah, over a fence. It was probably about his like up to his belly button, but regardless. All right, so let's move on. Best scene. What do we get for best scene? Kev, what do you think your best scene might be?
I have the home ec scene as the best scene. I think it gets the movie going as far as all the comedy that's going to come later on.
Uh-huh.
I think it's the best indication of what Seth's character is like the whole time also. And yeah, it's the first like good laugh for me throughout the whole movie. And it's not just the long quote about home ec, it's him interacting with Jules behind his back the entire time also.
That whole scene is great. I don't know, man, because there's 2 others that I just the dick drawing, just the whole explanation of it, and he's like, just because, you know, Evan thinks something's like he thinks that Seth likes Becca, and he's like, she's a fucking bitch. And then when you find out why he hates her, you're just like, oh, this is actually fucking
Hit her in the
funny.
foot with your dick.
And then when fucking Fogel gets knocked out, like I just like just that part alone, like just because it was so random, like the guy just runs in, it just.
Like I'm sure the first time, I don't remember, it was like the first time you're watching the movie, but like watching it now, you're like, oh, it's gonna work. He's gonna get away with it. And just out of fucking nowhere, it takes a right hook.
Yeah.
I was crying. I was laughing so hard when I saw him get decked like that. I still laughed my ass off on it because, like you say, he just like feet up.
The bartender, it looks like your feet come off the ground.
It was like a video game knockout, like because he just like
Finish him.
so unexpected.
For me, I think I love the explanation of the dick treasure chest and the dicks at the end of the mid credits or whatever it's called. So like I'll go back and here's what it says. So like Seth starts it off as like, when I was a little kid, I kind of had this problem. It's not even that big of a deal, you know. Something 8% of kids do it. For some reason, I don't know why. I would just kind of sit around all day and draw pictures of dicks. The conversation goes on and he goes, so your precious little Becca sat next to me for all of 4th grade, and in the classroom was where I did the majority of my illustrations. I was very secret about this whole dick operation. Even I thought it was fucking crazy. Imagine what everyone else would think. So I would stash all my dick drawings in this Ghostbusters lunchbox that I had. So one day, I'm finishing up this real big, veiny, triumphant bastard. All of a sudden, the kid walks by, knocks himself off. Pussy! And so he goes on, and Seth is like, She starts crying. She flips out. Then she rats me out to the principal. He finds this Ghostbusters lunchbox, Dick treasure chest, and he fucking flips out. He calls in my parents. Turns out this principal is a religious fanatic, and he thinks I'm possessed by some sort of dick devil. My parents go. Actually, it's pretty funny. This is the end. So my parents go make me see some therapist, and he's asking me all these dick questions. They literally stopped me from eating foods that were shaped like dicks. No hot dogs, no popsicles. You know how many foods are shaped like dicks? The best kinds! And then Evan at the end, well, I don't know. That's really messed up. Super gay. So fuck him explaining this entire thing with these drawings of like dick. It's just so random, but it's like fucking hysterical. That's what I love. And the end credits. So alright, that's what I got for my scenes. I don't know. It could be anyone that's going on. The micro scenes that are going on, like the officer running after him and says, "The fattest kid alive," starts shooting off the gun. Yeah, and then they find him vomiting again.
Like shooting he's like putting the flashlight on. Like that's gonna.
Yeah, what's that gonna do? Like the bar scene where the homeless guy beats up the cops and chases after McLovin, and he slips on and falls and it looks like McLovin took him out. Yeah, there's many like little scenes that are great that are going on here and stuff. Even the headbutt scene with him and Jules.
Oh yeah,
Seth and Jules. He's like so fucked up. He's just like passes out standing up. And
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was about to say that was an all-time what the fuck from Emma Stone. What the fuck?
Yeah. So many little things like that. It could be any number one of these. All right.
Oh, here comes a bet.
Yep.
Randy Watson, Best Character Award. I got two. I want Homeless Guy or Miroki.
Miroki.
Because he's at the party, passed the fuck out, and then there's Evan like holding it, like touching his, drunkenly touching his face. I've seen that before once. Shane did it to another chick. It was fucking fantastic. All right, what do you guys got for Randy Watson Award going on here?
Well, I mean, I was like, it's tough because if anybody, like, I think Jonah Hill wins the movie, like, just because of like how good he is in this. But if anything else, I really do love fucking Seth Rogen in this movie. Like, I think he's just like stupid. He's like, "What was this bar?"
It was
I was there.
Yeah, I was there. Just you know.
You shouldn't be blocking.
Yeah.
His cock. You should be guiding his cock. So
Yeah.
I felt like he was in it too much. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go. Here's my boy, the homeless guy. Hey, McMuffin! There he's drinking the fucking Tide. So,
It's funny that the old man just decides to
Start drinking Tide. He doesn't know what's in
think
there.
it's like, yeah.
It's not my first Tide Pod.
this guy invented the Tide Pod. It's like that. You can't keep your booze there from the. So yeah, hands down, Jonah Hill's character Seth wins the movie. This is like his leading role, and you're like, this fucking kid's gonna be hysterical throughout the rest of his career. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do.
Should have bought Gold Slick vodka for tonight.
Yeah, gold slick vodka would have been nice. Great fucking attempt by Evan over there diving for the Gold Slick vodka. That's going
By the way, based on the trajectory of everything, he 100% lands with his hands in the glass and cuts it everywhere. Probably.
Yeah.
Wah.
All right, so Kev, what do you got? Anything else? Brian, you good for decide your characters?
Yeah.
Randy Watson, what do you got, Kev?
So if I'm going with the people that I like the most in the movie, that I actually have both Bill Hader and Seth Rogen together as the cops.
Okay.
They're my favorite characters in tandem. They're funny in like a whole bunch of different ways. Like it's the deadpan dialogue where they're trying to be serious, just fucking hilarious the entire time. Like the whole semen database thing, them talking about his whore ex-wife.
Yep.
And then them even at the end, just like driving the car, doing donuts in the parking lot, trashing it. You want to shoot it?
I don't know. Can you?
It's they're and then the one time they're actually prick cops when they go to the party, just fucking with everyone the whole time.
So So when you think of the cops, it looks like their relationship is it either Seth and Evan or is it Fogel and Seth or something like that going on? Because like Fogel looks just like Hader's. I don't know I forgot what his name was. The cop there. They both have the glasses. Michaels. Is he Officer Michaels?
Seth Rogen is Michaels and Hader is Slater is his name.
Slater. So is like McLovin Slater, aka Fogel? Is he the Slater cop, or is it just these two guys now become the cops? That's what they see themselves later on in life, right?
It's 100% Jonah Hill's character.
Jonah Hill as Officer Michaels.
It's going to be Seth Rogen's character.
Yeah, Officer Michaels. And then you think Michael Cera is...
it would be Michael Cera more than Fogel. Fogel's not going to be a cop.
I know. I don't know. So, because they look very similar. So
he's got a criminal record. They're taking him downtown. Yeah. You fucking pigs! No jail can hold me! Wait for me!
We caught the infamous Fogel.
Yeah, so... Interesting.
We were going to go to Hawaii together.
Oh, my God. All right. Worst character, Adrian Balboa Award. What do we got going on here? Brian, what do you want to throw out for the Adrian Balboa Award? It's very tough to find someone in this movie because everyone's great.
Well, for me, it's the period girl. Hands down. Did it on purpose.
Yep. Yep.
You can see after it's like this. So I had seen this movie like a while ago, and I actually watched it again like a couple of months ago. It was on Netflix. I just happened to watch it because it was on. When I was rewatching it this time, I caught her when she's done dancing with him. She kind of she's like, "Thanks," just walks away. So you know she 100% did that on purpose.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I could get behind that because I was like trying to think.
Well, you don't want to be in front of it; she'll grind on you. actually, that was Jonah Hill's problem. He was behind her also. It doesn't matter; you're not getting around it.
Get around. Well, it's once it's there, it's there.
Don't want to be behind it. Don't want to be in front.
Yeah, you know what? That's guess we all agree. I gave both. I went Mark. The dude just wanted to fight everyone at his house, and or his fiance.
Yeah, he sucked too.
Getting period blood on multiple people. So. I maybe those two, but definitely her. So we could all agree on that one. Period girl fucking decided to,
She used me as a human tampon.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's what we got there for Adrian Balboa. All right, moving on. Excuse me. All right. So that purple to indicate we have drinking beer. So let's go to the next round of beer. I had Kev, you got what I had. It was the Milking It from Icarus Brewing. What do you think of it?
It's really good. It says it's an IPA, but it's a dairy-based IPA. You definitely can taste, like, it's definitely like a dairy-flavored, or it's not a stout. I don't know what you would actually call it, because it doesn't taste like an IPA.
No, it's a little thicker as
it's
like a normal
and it's
IPA.
like slightly sweet, I think, with that dairy taste. It's really good, though. I'm enjoying it, so.
It was...
Yeah, I picked it out because it was there by itself, so I didn't know if you were waiting for someone to get rid of it, but we talked about it. So, no, it's pretty good. So
it's pretty good. Yeah, Milking It reminds me of the opening line where it's like, I'm so excited to get sucking those titties when you're younger. So, and Brian, you got the yacht juice.
Yacht
looking
juice,
good. Yep, always a class. I think we discussed that before on this, and again from Icarus. And my next, it's an Icarus night after this again. So I have Spelt Check Cryo Sabro, another IPA. Very good. I like it. Not much else to talk about it. So, try it. They'll be up on the website, reelsbluesbros.com. And let's move on. BTS, behind the scenes. So, there was a ton of BTS on this, so it's pretty tough. Let me get to this going. So, film was written by Goldberg and Rogan during their teen years, loosely based on their own experiences as seniors in Vancouver in the late 90s. Hence the names, characters, Seth and Evan. All right, let's see. The word "fuck" is used 176 times. The movie itself is only The movie itself is only 130 minutes long. That averages to approximately 1.6
fucks per minute.
use of the word per minute. 84 are said by Seth, Jonah Hill's character, alone. Jennifer Lawrence was considered for the role of Jules. Let's see. The reunion 6 years after the release of this movie, Jonah Hill, which was Seth, Michael Cera, which is Evan, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Fogel, played themselves in a scene in This Is the End, 2013, which we did at the end of 2020. Yes. So they are seen together at James Franco's house party. Let's see. Here's the last two ones are my favorite. So the penis drawings featured in the film are done by David Goldberg, Evan Goldberg's brother. There were close to 1,000 produced, but only a handful were featured in the movie and closing credits. Now, Superbad the Drawings was published on February 14th, 2008. This gift, Valentine's Day. This gift hardcover artbook contains 82 phallographic drawings created by David Goldberg, Evan Goldberg's brother, for the film. So all those fucking photos. I first thought, I'm like, was there a contest going on where they had people submit like dick pics or stuff like that? But no, it was one fucking dude drawing all these fucking dick pictures, and it's fucking fantastic.
How many hours that took?
I would love to know. I wish maybe I might buy this.
Do you get paid by the hour or per drawing?
So, I don't know, but I fucking love that idea. It's hysterical. Oh my god! Because when you watch the end credits, when you see this, it's probably like maybe a minute at most into it, and you see all these fucking drawings. Oh my god, they're hysterical. Anyone's gonna beat BTS? There was a ton more, but these are the ones that grabbed my eye. The
only one that I really saw was the fact that the characters were named after the two people that wrote the movie. So we went over that a while ago. So.
Yep. Okay.
I didn't really see anything for casting. Like, you said the one about Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I didn't see anything. That's one of the things I usually look at. But I guess they were probably set on guys like Michael Cera and Jonah Hill. I don't know if there's other things that were going on for other people. Obviously, Seth Rogen's going to put himself in the movie because
he was going to play. He wanted to play himself, but they said you look a little too old.
Yeah,
so.
you could tell he looks too old.
Yeah, for that, so you're not going to be able to make it. So though Jonah Hill is only 2 years younger than him, but he still looks like he looks younger. He does look like a teenager and stuff like that. So, all right. So, our question: can The Rock make this movie better? What do you guys got? Anything? Yes, no, maybe?
The only person that I could have him being is the guy who owns the house for the party. Just because he looks more threatening, because the guy in this movie just looks like a douchebag, basically.
Yeah, he looks like a shitty soccer hooligan and get his ass whooped. So
yeah, but we talked about it before. I couldn't think of anything good. I said as a joke he could be the girl in the black thong. Just see him shaking his ass walking through the hallway.
Weird. Brian, what do you got? Anything?
I actually had him as the liquor store clerk.
Oh, okay.
Fuck my life. Did you drop this?
Sir, did you drop this?
Fogel sitting there kicking the liquid around with his shoes.
That's funny.
Someone could
and him saying to Fogel saying to him, "You should probably clean this up."
Yeah, and then he comes back later on at the at the adult party. He's like, "Let's get fucked up." I actually had him. He can't make the movie better, but I wanted him to be the security guard, and the dreams of Seth trying to grab all the beer.
Run, little piggy.
Yeah. Hope little piggy can run. It's like this big fucking jack dude. Then he goes to beat his ass. He fucking slices his throat, then rock bottoms him. and then you can see him actually pegging the fucking bottle of liquor at the old lady. Oh my god, she's dead.
You fucking killed her.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right. Should there be a sequel franchise TV series on this? No. One and done.
Yeah, you really can't do anything.
We can't think more. Like the college years, nah. I don't want to see anything after that. So it's pretty good. What do you guys think? Anything else? We continue going on? Something different?
If they were going to do a sequel, like it wouldn't be with these characters. Like they're going to go to college, and you're not going to do one like 20 years later they have kids or anything like that. None of it really works. If they're going to do a spin-off, they could do one just about the two cops.
Yeah,
and that's probably just me being stupid because I already said they were my favorite characters, but they just do the exploits of Officer Slater and Michaels. Yeah.
I would think when I was watching this movie, I'm like, you know what? I think the guy who Officer Michaels, because he becomes the mall cop. After that, I think he definitely gets fired after what happened with the patrol car, because there's no way you make that shit up. Mm-hmm. Someone stole a patrol car, shot at it, and fucking blew it up. Yeah, right. Why aren't you on the radio screaming? So I would have to say it was he becomes the mall cop. What the fuck was that one? It was a Seth Rogen's movie. Because you remember that? What you guys?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was before Paul Blart Mall Cop, or maybe it was like right around that time they first came out. It was stupid as fuck. So yeah, this movie's perfect.
Something report or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. We have to look it up anyway. So that's what I think. You
Observe
can't
and report.
Yeah. Yes, observe and report. So you can't make anything better than this. This movie's great. Nothing more going on. Launched a lot of careers. And see where they're going at.
These two right now. Who would have guessed they would have been Oscar nominated?
Yeah.
And someone.
Emma Stone won. Yeah.
She won.
Yeah, she won. Yeah.
What was Jonah Hill nominated for Wolf of Wall Street?
No, it wasn't Wolf of Wall Street. No, it was Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Oh, Moneyball. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
He wasn't nominated for Wolf of Wall Street for supporting actor?
No.
Surprisingly not.
No one. No.
Leo was nominated.
Was he really?
Yeah, he didn't win that.
Yeah, he should have won. He lost to.
He lost many times.
Yeah.
No, he lost to that was the one he lost to
Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, final thoughts. What do we got? Final thoughts for this movie? Huh?
Fantastic. Love it. It's a high school classic. It's very quote driven, and it's just a funny fucking movie, man. Just rewatching and you just forget how funny some of this shit is. And like I said, the chemistry between Jonah Hill and Michael Cera is top notch. So it's fully believable that they're best friends.
All right, before we go on, so this is the sex scene between Michael Cera and the girl. What's her face? I don't remember her name. Becca. And she's like, I'm so wet. He's like, oh yeah, they said that would happen.
They said that would happen in health. But then, I just like the next thing is like you have such a smooth cock, and it's like you would too if you were a man.
Yeah, so
you have a very smooth chest.
God damn it! So yeah, they said that would happen. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know. Who's next? Kev, your thoughts? She got a smooth cock.
So, they said it would happen in gym class. Not gym class, health class. Stupid. I was doing the Wayne's World there. Makes me feel kind of funny, like when I'm climbing the rope in gym class. No, this is a great teen comedy. Like I said, it reminds me of something like American Pie or anything else. But you know all of the comedy movies like the last like 10 years have all like upped like how raunchy they can get. There's more stuff you can get away with. Just thinking back to like teen comedies from like the Porky's is like the 70s, I guess, right? And then you get like Revenge of the Nerds in the 80s and stuff like that.
It was 78, maybe.
Yeah, so you can just see that how it's like progressing. That it's just more shit you can get away with as movies go on, and it's good for us because it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. So, but yeah, this is hilarious. Me rewatching it, there's even though you remember the basic outline of the movie, if you've ever seen it, you know that they're basically prepping for the party. They need to get the liquor. They go there. I think. When we talked about best scenes, I think none of us mentioned it, the most memorable scene has to be the period blood, right? That's the one thing that people probably remember from the movie, would be my guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, with that in mind, like the whole point is that it's just a great comedy. It's funny from start to finish. And the reason why I brought that up is rewatching it. Even if you know the movie, there's all these like slight little small moments and slight little dialogue moments that just stand out as like shit you don't remember is funny that happens.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like even just mentioned before, like just completely random. The guy they crash into the kid's tent in the backyard, and the dad shows up, fucking shirtless with a baseball bat, just whips it, hits him. Ow! What the fuck? So, like I said, the only reason why I gave it a slightly lower grade, I understand they wanted to make it more serious at the end. They want, the whole point wasn't just for them to get laid at the end. It was that they actually wanted to meet the girls, like actually talk to them. It's why they meet at the mall. They go their separate ways, basically. But I am taking the points away from it because I want the movie to be funny at the end. How dare you? Be funny. Be funny. Amuse me, clown.
So the dick fucking montage at the end of the drawings wasn't fucking great.
Well, the movie's over at that point. Doesn't count. The game is over.
So watching this.
Oh no, it's the cops.
When you describe it kind of reminds me of a South Park episode. Pretty much 90% of it's funny. And the last like 10%, they kind of do like a serious thing where it's like, oh, you know what?
Oh, here you go with the Asian kid.
You shouldn't have. Miroki, there he is. I love on the couch. What? He's just like already fucking passed out. How did he get invited to the party? Because like they're like, oh, Miroki, why don't you come? So, yeah. So this reminds me of a South Park episode. 90% of it's like hysterical laughing, and then at the end there's a lesson learned. We're like, you know what?
Message.
Yeah, message. We're actually nice guys. We're just awkwardly we want to have sex with you, but we're also somewhat respectful, as you can see. Where Evan is like, she's completely drunk. He's like, yeah, we can't do any of this. And then Seth realizes he tries to hook up with her, and he fucking instead headbutts her because he's too fucked up. Anyway, I love this movie. Again, I forgot how fucking goddamn funny some of that stuff was while I'm missing. I kind of wanted to see the cops at the end of the movie, see that those were the kids they were, was it Evan and Seth, that was them they're going after?
Yeah.
But they never meet again on that. Yeah, this is always a great rewatch. No matter what, you'll forget some of because there's so much, the dialogue between Seth and Evan are fantastic. There's stuff you'll forget because you're laughing so much. And the other one-liners that are in between from the other characters, because they're good. And McLovin, I forgot what his fucking name was. Fogel, but like his real name.
Oh, okay.
There's just like random shit like
Christopher.
So Plaza or something like that. The stuff he's great when he comes up with. Oh, I love the cop that's just like dancing in there.
Oh, this is great too.
Yeah, Fogel's about to have sex. His glasses off. It's in. I got it. So yeah. No matter what, it's gonna be in 10 years later on. There's gonna be I'll still rewatch this. It's just still fucking good because it's just, yeah. That's all I got. I can't like up it anymore. So it's that good. All right.
You just violated her with your penis.
Oh,
Holy shit! Were you just getting laid?
All right. So we have to guide his cock, and that's it for this episode. All our viewers and fans and friends, thank you for sticking with us. Season 3 is just started. We're on our way. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us on our Twitch stream. We hope you enjoy as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you and discussing it. Our next episode will be, we have no fucking clue again, so we'll see what's going to go on. I kind of want to go with some more comedy. We'll see what's going on. Our highest episode, what did I say it was? Old school. We had the most downloads on
So
that.
it passed. This is the end. Used to be it,
This
right?
the end used to be was number 1 for a while. Then we came out with Old School and they loved it. I hope this one will be the next one that might be up there, but we'll see. As I said, we got a bunch of new guys, some new
blood.
Some new blood might be joining us, some stuff like that. We might bring in some more women on there. That's going on for some of the other movies that we're gonna be able to do.
Some special guests.
So season 3, we got a lot of fucking exciting stuff coming up here. I hope you guys stay with us, stay tuned. Follow us on our social media. You know, reelsboozbros.com has it all there. At RB2 Podcast on Twitter. Check us out on fucking, I don't know if I'm gonna do Facebook again. I can't stand Facebook. But we have the Instagram, we have Twitter going on there. I don't know. TikTok, I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of TikTok, but maybe we'll throw it up on there, see what's going on. So, but we'll still continue to do Twitch. Our YouTube channel has a video after that. It's uploaded. So you can find us. We're out there. Keep it real. That's all I got.
Cheers.
Cheers.